Good morning, good morning, good morning. I have been up since like like 3 o'clock this morning, or I'll say almost 4 o'clock. Just on and off, just up listening to my sermons and stuff. They always say, God deals with you in the wee hours of the morning, and fortunately, He deals with me a lot during those times of the morning. I feel refreshed. I feel rejuvenated. Y'all see my baby? He's ready to breastfeed. That's all my life consists of right about now. Well, I would say about 90% of my life, it consists of a lot of breastfeeding. Um, so I guess I'll lay down and do a little breastfeeding. He's not going to let me off the hook right now. So yeah, I just decided to get on here, see if anybody is up with me. Okay. Okay, baby. This is one little boy who loves his mama. Okay, okay, okay. Now let me clean my camera. It is so crazy how my baby, he communicates. He's a he. He literally communicates with me, and and we understand each other. Like, I could tell by his body language, his cry, like if he's hungry. I could tell if he just wants to be picked up. Like right now, he's doing a sleep cry. This is his sleep cry, and you see how he's putting his hand up. That's because he wants to eat. So he does this little self-proclaimed he does his little self-proclaimed baby sign, like sign language. And I just understand it. For some reason, all my babies do the same thing as far as communicating. But yeah, so right now I'm just breastfeeding him just to soothe him. I don't really think he's hungry or anything like that. He's just want to be soothed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start getting on here a little more often. Although don't nobody be up or on here. Y'all like get on here like after the fact a lot, which is fine. But I'm gonna start getting on more often or whatever. I hope it's not muffled because um, I have my camera sitting up on this cover, so hopefully it's not muffled or anything. But yeah, happy Monday. Getting these kids together at the same time. My job just never ends. It seems like it just never ends. I do so many different things all at once. You know, I just have a lot of tasks to do in a 24-hour period. I'm not gonna get into details about everything that I do, but I guess you'll kind of be able to put two and two together. Um, the more I upload or whatnot. But yeah, I do a lot. I do a lot. And it's mainly me doing a lot for my kids. Always running for my kids. Each and every last one of them. Especially the new edition. um, yeah, this little baby, he requires a lot. He's only 3 months old. So Of course, he requires a lot. Good morning. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. I'm blessed. I'm happy, highly favored, um, and just refreshed. Having a great morning so far. I was just saying how, you get up in the mornings. Sometimes God, He wakes us up um, in the mornings in the wee hours. He does it to me quite frequently, like almost every morning. I get up, I do my prayer. If I'm not praying, I'm listening to something, a sermon or something. I'm learning something. I'm feeding my spirit with something. I'm not a super Christian or anything like that. I promise you I'm not that. But yeah, but I do, I feed my spirit with as much positivity as I can and as much spirituality as I can, for the simple fact, like, this world is so, like, tarnished with so many things in it or whatnot. So it's like, you pretty much have no choice but to feed your spirit with positivity and let me move this, positivity, and just as much as you can to keep your sanity, to keep you uplifted, to keep you going, to keep you, having longevity, to keep you, just energized. It gives you strength. It gives you the mojo to go, to continue on this journey called life. Um, it just really helps, and it helps me a lot. Um, Pardon me if I'm not looking straight into this camera, because I'm looking at the TV and looking in the camera at the same time. And plus, I'm watching my baby right here, who I am breastfeeding all day, every day. I'm gonna get into some breast. I'm gonna talk to y'all about a little breastfeeding too. Although, like, a lot of people aren't into breastfeeding or whatever, which that's your business. Just like I am into breastfeeding, and it's my business, you know. Um, but yeah, I do get up and I do my like I said, if I'm not praying, I am looking at some kind of sermons, and I feel like the spirit and God leads me to where to go, and what to feed my spirit or whatever. So and it just always seems to happen like that. In the wee hours of the night or morning, it's times when God is using you for your creativity, um, to to better yourself, to better your family, your mind, to grow your mind. A lot of different things that He's using you for, but you better believe it's for your benefit. So learn to take heed, have discernment of what it is that God is trying to tell you, and make sure you be on time. You don't want to miss out. You definitely want to be in that number when He is speaking to you, and He's speaking to your soul, and He's telling you, hey, get up. Because one thing about it, you ain't that tired. He know when to put it on you and when not to put it on you. He's not gonna put too much on you, more than what you could bear. So yeah, give Him some time, especially when you wanting some things to happen in your life, and you want some blessings to happen for you and your children, or whatever the case may be. Oh, and let me stop and interrupt y'all right now. Again, I am a breastfeeding mom. I breastfed my now 6-year-old. She turned 6 in August. I breastfed her up until she was 3.5 years old. What stopped me from breastfeeding her is I was going through a depression from the grief um, of the death of my mom. So I was mourning a lot. I was going through other things as well, with people who the devil decided to place into my life to be, to hell hack me or whatnot. So it really took a toll on me. It was very depressed. It was very depressing, and and it was a time in my life where I needed to get to me. and do more, taking care of me and my emotions, my mental state of what I was going through. I was going through, a shock of losing my mother. You know what I'm saying? You only get one mama and you only lose one mama, so yeah, so I was going through that, and it was just time to quit breastfeeding. It was just that time. 'Cause like I said, it was time for me to take care of myself. I had been taking care of others. I had been taking care of a relationship that, didn't turn out to be about nothing and things like that. So, it was time for me to start taking care of myself and putting more focus on myself and my well-being so that I could better take care of my children. Um, and of course myself, because I come first, of course. So, so that's why I quit breastfeeding her. And I do want you to know that I am a public breastfeeder. Um, Breastfeeding publicly is not against the law. So if you were to see a nipple or this or that, whatever, I don't care. Although, of course, I would try to cover up as much as possible. But I'm definitely that person who, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. I'm putting nourishments in my baby's body. Okay? So if there are people who just frown at it or whatever, keep scrolling. Don't watch my videos. Don't watch me if you see me in public and I'm feeding my baby. I'm giving my baby that good stuff. Period, point blank. And that's the way I look at it. There's nothing illegal about public breastfeeding. There's nothing you should be ashamed of about public breastfeeding. If you have to feed your baby, feed your baby. Don't worry about other people. They're just people just like you and me. So if they don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in, trust and believe they don't. Everybody has opinions, um, and who cares about anybody's opinion unless it's just like an opinion that really is important to you, it's really relevant to the situation. You're asking for a person's opinion, and you're asking for that feedback. But if you know that you're not asking for that feedback and you're just doing you, don't worry about what nobody has to say about you breastfeeding your baby and putting nourishments into your baby's body. Hello. Hey, how are you? I'm fine. Well, thanks for joining, first timer. Yeah, I was just talking about, a lot of different things, but just now I was just talking about, because right now, I'm breastfeeding my baby. I am a breastfeeding mom. Like I was saying previously, I have a 6-year-old who I breastfed for 3.5 years, which I quit breastfeeding her about 3 months after my mother passed away because I needed time to pretty much focus on myself. And she was 3.5 years old. It was about that time anyway to quit breastfeeding her. But after the death of my mom, a couple of months later, I did stop breastfeeding her. And I was just now saying how I am a public breastfeeder. So I don't really care about what other people think about me breastfeeding my baby or putting nourishments in my baby's body. Because like I said, everybody's opinion is their opinion and I ain't asked for it. So that's hopefully it didn't mess up my video. But yeah, so that's what I was saying. My baby is 3 months old. He is going on 4 months and 9 days on October 11th. I had him on June 11th. So, and I had him via emergency C-section. First C-section ever. Horrible experience. I don't ever want to have another kid or a C-section ever again after that experience, after they done cut me. Yeah, I couldn't walk. I couldn't, it was just, we'll talk about that another time. But a C-section? No. I don't see how other people did it 3 and 4 and 5 times with that C-section, but I give major props to them. Yeah, those are some strong women. But let me get off of here because my alarm just went off, and I have to go and see about my kids. Hold on, let me read your comment. I love that I breastfed both of my daughters, my oldest for 6 months and the other for a year and a half because she had real bad asthma. That is so crazy, girl. That is exactly why I continue to feed my now 6-year-old. And matter of fact, she just turned 6 August 26th, and that was the reason why I continued to breastfeed her. She was just like addicted to the breast, probably the breast and the breast milk at the same time, and she's asthmatic as well. Yeah, she's asthmatic as well, and so the breastfeeding definitely helped out with her. It really did. So, but all right, well, it was good meeting you. Thank you for getting on here chatting with me. Kiss those babies for me, and hopefully you can catch me on my next live. All right, see you later. Goodbye.